Hello, my name is Scott for SP Gaming. We are back here in City Skylines on the island of Tropico. It has been some time since I've done an episode on this game, and even longer since I've done Charleston. And I really didn't want that to happen, but it did happen. And that's for a number of reasons. I did get a little bit busy and I was juggling some other things, as well as a lot of the stuff to do with Tropico in particular is tedious stuff. There's a lot of planning involved and a lot of stuff that you want to make look good, if that could be said to be a phrase or a word. But yeah, so what have I done since I last had an episode? Well, I did spend a bit of time on this club area, and as you can see, put in a few more of these various beach umbrellas and beach chairs and all that. And I put in these piers here. They have to be built similar to these piers, and that they have to be built on land, so you have to level the ground, or at least bring it up above sea level. It has to actually be built against a road, so you have to place a road first, then place it down. In this case, I just demolished the road afterwards, but as you can see, it kind of is meant to be placed on a road with the terrain up, and not like something like I have here. But I did want these here, but I didn't want to have the road. Put a few more canoes down here, put some trees, made it look nice. And yeah, I could spend hours doing this, and actually I did spend hours doing just this, which means the rest of this island, it's just a lot of work. Another thing I had done, yeah, one thing in the game is I've hit a zombie apocalypse. Well, not really a zombie apocalypse, but I did fill in this with some housing to fill in this small neighborhood. Of course, you're going to need all the various services. Put some houses here. This is actually looking pretty good. Yeah, but I haven't really finished that. I added a few more houses here. I was actually up to a population of about 13,000. But yeah, I've added a few more houses here. But now I'm down to around 11,000, and primarily that is because I spent a lot of time working on something new for Tropico, and I did not realize that my graveyards had overflowed. Therefore, if we look, actually, this has pretty good coverage, but over here, yes indeed, pretty much everywhere has dead people. I only just got around to... Oh? The hell happened here? Where? The... Oh, bother. What happened? I had a port here, or I had a harbor here. Really? Oh, this is going to be a pain. Really? Anyway. But yeah, as we can see here, these also have multiple problems. The other problem is no customers. Yep, indeed. I have all this commercial here for this touristy area. Well, kind of touristy area. I'm not sure if a commercial means tourist-y area, but yeah, they don't have enough customers, and partially this is probably because I don't have that harbor here anymore, which is disappointing. But yeah, I've had... they're fine. Still plenty of not enough workers, not enough educated workers. We have a fire here. Okay. I added some more industrial here. But, yeah, that's full. And where's my graveyard? I have a graveyard here. Where did my graveyard go? Death care. Or not. Huh. I guess I must have just put a, Anyway, so yeah, about that. I guess I don't have a graveyard. Actually, check, cemetery usage. Nope, I have no graveyards. Alright. But yeah, this place, lots of dead bodies because there has been not much in the way of coverage. And same thing over here, lots of dead bodies. Low land value, yep. Over here, lots of dead bodies as well. I have put down some crematoriums to try to take care of that issue, but yeah, building these small population centers, just, you know, scattered around. You don't want to make this kind of island a wall-to-wall skyscraper fest. This map really works well for, you know, having these small communities, but you just have to duplicate so many services that I don't know whether I'll ever get to the positives. But the one thing that I did spend a lot of time on, well, yeah, I worked on that, but I did have a plan for a new feature in Tropico, and it was inspired from the city of Dubai, and you can see it up in the top right corner, of course, the palm of Tropico. Yes, indeed. And I'll have to say that this delayed this episode. This delayed it so much. The time required to, first of all, level the land, figure out where I wanted it. I had to rebuild and build this multiple times. Feather out the ground with the smoothing tool. Redo the leveling. I had to level actually this area. And yeah, I don't know how many hours I spent. And then on top of that, the water physics are incredibly odd. Like, you have a lot of water being generated in here, and it's flowing out this way. And when I first started building this, I literally had all this was underwater just because there's just so much water flow. And I actually had this solid. I had to cut these channels just to allow all the water to actually flow through. So it doesn't look quite how I'd wanted it. But, yeah. I wanted this to be, you know, all land, but due to the water physics, because I believe that there is a water spawner, yep, right around here, right here, and that's probably pumping out a crap ton of water. And what ends up happening with maps is, if there is any water that goes to the edge, like of course on this map, on all four boundaries, water basically rushes to the edge of the map. What that means is, in order to maintain your water level, you need to build a whole lot of water spawners. What that does end up doing is create this unnatural flow of water. And yeah, I did place these just to test out to see how close they were to water, how much more I would have to push out the land. And I'm still, my OCD is not quite happy with this overall. But the way I was playing Tropico, especially with all these problems, the not enough educated workers, the not enough workers, the not enough goods, not enough customers, the way I've designed things, I laid things out, it really isn't working for me. And as much as I like how things are developing, there's just that game. The game is getting in the way of my sandbox experience. I haven't even gone to this, and I probably won't until education actually becomes pretty decent. Although, with that said, we do have 41% that are uneducated. That's down from 65-70%. We have 47% that are educated. So actually, that's pretty good. We got some education there, a little bit there. Education all over the place. So that is good. Yeah, a lot of this is pretty educated. But yeah. Here's a question. Are these guys having any problems with workers, given that that's down to 41%? Probably not. 11 overeducated workers. That can be a problem. 9. Yep. I knew this would happen. The game is getting in the way of... Oh, bother. Go away. The game is getting in the way of what I want to do for this island. It is disappointing. But, I kind of like some of the ideas I developed on the island. And I can probably ignore, them not getting enough people, not enough educated workers. Yeah, not enough workers in general. They need 3. But, oh, that's annoying. How the hell did this happen? Seriously. Seriously. I'm going to have to rip this up just so I can place it down. Because these roads were placed in to be in line with the road, with the harbor road. So yeah, that's and then I wouldn't doubt that this is not enough customers because there is no port here, no harbor. So that's annoying. That's something I'll have to fix. Fortunately, it hasn't done it with anything else. But actually, oh yeah, there was, this all changed. A few times I heard the auto bulldoze happening. I don't know why. I don't know why this decided to auto bulldoze itself. I know in what was it? Not unique buildings, or not parks. I think it was in unique buildings. Yeah, this thing in Charleston ended up deleting itself. It kind of just disappeared. I had noticed it, and I was like, what? It just empty lot, just like this. So there could be something happening with that. But at this point, I may call Tropico done. Or at least City Skylines Tropico done. I want to play within the mechanics. I am thinking about starting up a new city on a different map. Although, yeah, starting without the unlock all unlimited money. But it was a good test to see what we could do and just try some different things. But I'm sure it's possible to make a successful thriving city with the unlock all mod. But at least the way I attempted it didn't quite happen, because I would consider all these complaints and issues to be failure points. Anyway, I don't know how much more I will do in this, but I can go over what I was doing with this. So to build this, pretty much I was, with all the water flowing through. So for instance, what I might do, this is a little bit too close. So let's take a look at this. What I'll need is to find a level here, and basically you just push this out. Grab the soften tool and just soften it like that. And then you Do that, and oh, we have a bit more beach to play with. And that's what I was doing over and over again. And especially out here, it was actually pretty deep. I have since leveled this, made it all flat, and then it was much easier to get this to look right. But if we look at here, yeah, as you can see, this is quite, this all was pretty low, so trying to make this shaped right, I guess you could say, was rather difficult. I had to take a level, like say here, flatten this out, and then use the soften tool to, of course, blend it in. Same thing with here, and then of course if you do too much, you end up having to, of course, come back with the level tool, rebuild this, and for this you want to level more than what you want, so that when you use the soften tool, it will eat, or it will recede back to where it should be. And yeah, I was spending a lot of time messing around with this, and yeah, but as you can see, although we are on 30 speed 3, let's try this again. Let's level this, and yeah, so do that out here as well, a little bit further, so that we have that. And kind of here, you just want to feather it so it blends in and looks nice like that. But of course I'm going to want to fix this, so do the same thing, bring this out a bit. If we take a look at that, oh, we'll want to do that as well. Massive terraforming. Oh, nope. Wrong tool. And then that looks a bit better. Of course, with any change to the terrain that you make near the water, you have to let the game run a bit just to let it adapt to the new terrain. And yeah, I spent probably about an hour and a half today before recording this, trying to fix this up. I spent another couple hours last night. I spent another couple hours the night before. And yeah, that just takes away from the other videos that I can do and record and edit and all the other stuff. But yeah, this water physics, I don't like the fact that there's this massive current of water coming from over here, passing through here. I think the water physics are unrealistic in the game, although compared to some of the other games out there, they are actually reasonable. So, yeah, about that. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this episode here. I may give Tropico another go, I don't know. But for the moment, at least with all these issues, I really would feel better. I didn't really like having to do the unlock all, or not the unlock all mod, the unlimited money mod, just to deal with my budget deficit, just because of all the services I had to put in. Plus, well, yeah, the rail. So, yeah, this is probably going to be it, unless I revisit Tropico. Maybe do it a little bit differently. Do it without the unlock all mod, so that I can build up my city without, you know, having to depend on a financial bailout. But yeah, I had planned for this to look pretty decent, and it really is a little bit too much work that I want to spend. Yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Tropico. I hope you enjoyed this series overall and some of the different things I had done. Let me know down in the comments any of the creations you've made, or if you have any thoughts or ideas on how I might have done this better. Was my play strategy going to be successful? Am I always going to have these budget deficit issues? What could I have done differently? Let me know. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching this episode of City Skylines, the city of or island of Tropico. My name is Scott for SB Gaming, and as always, have a good day.